Hey, it's Marco with On Your Marco, your stage presence, and I'm at the Amazon Solution Provider Summit this week working with Krista, an Amazon event producer. And Krista, I wanted to talk to you just briefly about having an MC and some of the benefits, because so many event producers, I get phone calls 12 days out, 10 days out, or they don't call at all. And so a lot of events of this medium scale have got no MC at all. I just wanted to ask you about some of the benefits of having a live MC that's here to assist in the programs.
I think it's vital, just kind of as like a one-liner there. There are so many times where announcements are needed or things are being changed quickly and we need everyone to know. And you can't really send emails as a push notification while event apps work for that. Not everyone has it downloaded. Not everyone's looking at their phone, especially when they're on site. Your hands are full of swag and you're doing a bunch of things, and you might just be quickly looking for a session or just trying to figure out where lunch is.
Right.
So it's super, super helpful. Or if something just like comes up and there's an issue on site, I feel like, I don't know, you can't really do it without it. And even within sessions, having an MC there to warm people up, get the audience really ready to go, and make transitions within speakers feel more natural. Otherwise, it's kind of awkward.
Yeah, well, I tried to certainly bring to your guests this week, tried to bring that quick instant hit, welcoming them to lunch, letting them know where the stations were, introducing into some of the breakout sessions as a reminder, right? Because to your point, not everybody has the app always pulled up. They're not always looking at the notification, but just that quick voice in the sky. And the other thing that you asked of me this week was to be that transition in between sessions. What we know to be true is that coming back into the room, bringing a quick pop of energy, a quick anecdote from a party or from a discussion that you had that brings the room recentered and helps that transition between speakers. And so I had a great time doing it. And, I was here with you last year. You were kind enough to welcome me back. So how else does an MC help an event producer, like as you're thinking about those transitions? Like, what is it that we can do to make your life easier, just sort of as I plan for future events?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of things. I think being open to quick changes and being able to hop on the mic, and then again within sessions, and maybe even opening the day, warming up the audience, maybe running some quick polls with the audience, asking them what coffee they're on, where they traveled from, and getting them just kind of comfortable. I think it's also super helpful for them to understand, maybe where the mobile app is, how to use it. So it's almost kind of like an informational guide, and it's, I think, something that's really not the heaviest lift, but it adds such a layer of professionalism that without it, things just kind of get clunky. And then you might find yourself as an event producer getting on the microphone and making announcements when you're really not maybe meant to be doing that.
Right.
You're not born to do that. Stick with your day job. And, there's people like Marco that are born ready for the microphone.
Yeah, well, and I always talk about that. I always say, the first instinct is to call like Max from marketing or Sally from sales, because they're really charismatic and they do it. But Max has a job and Sally's supposed to be selling, so to keep the MC work to the MC and not to the person producing the show, not to Max, not to Sally, not that they couldn't do it, but let them focus on their day-to-day.
Exactly.
Well, hey, Krista, thank you so much for having me. And grabbing this real quick, just some tips and tricks for other event producers around the country and around the world. So thanks for spending time with me. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here.
We're at the Amazon Solution Provider Summit. We're so happy that you decided to spend just a couple minutes with us. Thank you much, and cheers.